The NateKahl shooting guard lockdown build. Ever since you saw him on the Q&A video when he was here in Indy, you've asked for it. Nate, how's it going? We got you dialed in. Talk to me.
It's going good, Cody. Ready to finally get this build out to the world. Been pretty anxious, so let's get going.
He's ever since the Q&A and he saw that people were interested, he's been texting me, we got to do it. We got to get the build out there.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. It's a great build, and I just need people to know it.
All right. Let's see if it's similar or different to Wolf's small forward lockdown build. We'll talk about how you can play it in Pro-Am, maybe in Park Rec too. So, Nate, let's jump straight into it. We said it's a shooting guard, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Perfect. Shooting guard, and then which hand do you shoot with, left or right?
Right hand.
Got the right hand. Okay. That's already different from Wolf. Wolf's a lefty, so there's difference number one. Jersey number, are we going 25 or 2?
We're going 2.
We're going 2. All right, 2. How's that look? Good to go so far?
My last name maybe could be. No, I'm just. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's go.
How about we just end the video here? This is the video right here.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. On to skill breakdown. Which pie chart are we looking at here?
Yeah. So we're looking at the. There's a couple of pie charts you can go with, obviously for lock, but with this build, we're gonna do like the sharp lock sort of build. So I believe it's the second from the bottom, maybe the third from the bottom. So that one right there.
This guy?
So the one with, it looks like, mostly red, mostly green, and then a little bit of blue and yellow.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and choose that pie chart. And then which physical profile do you want to run with?
Top of the board. Got to get the most speed.
Good deal. All right, so we'll just double check here. Yep. You are correct. 88 speed is the fastest we can go here. Let's set our potential. Where do you want to go first?
Yeah, so we can go from top to bottom. So we're gonna want to max out the close shot all the way.
All right.
Should go to 84. Yep. And then we're gonna want to put the driving layup to 74.
All right.
And I'll explain my reasonings on this after each section. We're gonna put the driving dunk at 78.
78. Okay, maxing that one too.
Yep, and then we're gonna put the standing dunk at 35.
35. Okay.
Yeah. So then if we did it right, and we're not going to touch post hook. So if we did it right, we can see that we have 5 finishing badge upgrades, and I'll get to why that's important later. We can just jump right into the shooting.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep. So we're going to put everything up, every single category.
Okay.
We want as many shooting badges as possible.
All right.
Especially because we're on the shot.
Sounds good. All right.
And then we're not going to touch the playmaking at all.
Not touching playmaking at all.
We're not touching playmaking at all. I have a reason for that too. I'll talk about it once we finish the defense and rebounding.
All right. Sounds good. On to defense rebounding. Where do you want to go here?
Yeah, so we're going to put the interior defense to 64.
64. Okay.
We're going to put the perimeter defense at 84.
I'm guessing that's maxed. Yep.
Yep, max. The rest are going to max out. So we can so it should be lateral quickness at 80, steal at 85, block at 80, offensive rebound at 75, and then defensive rebound at 80.
Got it. Okay. So we went through that very quickly, but I have a feeling you spent a lot of time trying to get this exactly how you wanted it.
Yes. So I kind of want to go over each section here. We can start at finishing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so my thought process with this, after playing around with the numbers a little bit, so the higher you put up close shot compared to like post hook and standing dunk, actually gives you the max amount of badges you want. You can lower down the other categories a little bit and probably get more than 5 finishing badges, but as you'll see when we talk about the badges later, I only think on this build you need 5 finishing badges. It's not too important. You're not going to be getting a ton of dunks with this guy. You just want just enough to where you can like hop, step, and transition and whatnot, and occasionally get like a nice dunk. So that's why I have my finishing badges the way.
Okay, and then what about shooting? Why are we going all the way max there?
Yeah, we're maxing out on shooting. We need to be able to shoot with this build. We call it a sharp lock for a reason. you need to have 83 ball, 80 mid range. Now, people say, okay, the play lock, you only get like 65 3, but you can still hit. But with this build, you're going to be able to green consistently. And that's not just from the corner. You can also green consistently from the hash. So I think it's really important that you max your shooting out, and you just want shooting badges. Shooting badges on this game are so important. And we'll talk about that later. But most of these attributes, you want to manipulate them because the attributes are good, but also to unlock, the max amount of badges.
Got you. And just to make sure for people watching, you play this build primarily in Pro-Am, and you're primarily playing out of the corner on offense, but guarding on ball, correct, on defense?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. And you can, like I said before, not only can you use it in the corner on offense, but you can also use this as like a sharp build to, be in hash and be able to shoot deep threes. And I think, another thing to mention too with the shooting is that you can pull up in transition and get a lot of threes, whether it's Pro-Am, Rec, Park. So that's another reason you want to have the shooting max.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Looks like Spence just came in and turned down the volume a little bit. He's probably editing back there in the cave.
Thank you, Spence.
He's locked in, so we might have been bothering him there, chat. Hopefully not. All right, Nate. So nothing in playmaking. Talk to me there.
Yeah. So this one is more of a personal preference. So I think you have to ask yourself, are you good at making plays with the ball in your hands? And if you think you're really good, you can move up the ball handling a little bit, maybe even the pass accuracy. But for me, I'm a north and south player, especially with this build. That's how I think you have to use it. So you're not going to be doing a ton of playmaking, and you don't really need the badges. I'd rather, put them somewhere else where I need them.
Got it. And out completely unrelated, Nate, I just took a drink and I thought of you here. Guess what I'm drinking. Do you have any guess?
What are you drinking? Let's see. I know what is it like that energy drink that you showed me? Is that what? Did I guess right? Because I can't see you. I cannot see you at all.
He sees our screen, so he couldn't cheat there. That was a legit guess, but yes, it's my pre-workout energy drink there.
It's good. Good, man.
I tried to tell you. You didn't believe me until you tried it.
You sold me. I'm not gonna lie. I need to get some.
All right, getting back on track. I had to let him know there. Defense and rebounding, the other most important section to this build. You max everything besides interior defense. What's the thinking there?
Yeah, so here's my thinking, and this is a gem. I promise you guys, listen to this. If you walk away with anything in this video, listen to this right here. I'm not playing a ton of interior defense. I think that the most efficient way to play defense on this game, and sort of the meta, as we like to call it, is going over a lot of screens. Regardless of whether you're playing a shooter or a non-shooter, I think you want to try to stop penetration early. And my teammate, Plondo, what I like to do is I like to communicate with him, and he gets everything in the paint. So I'm not going to be in the interior too much, so I don't think you need to max it out. The only reason I like to put it up a little bit is so that when I'm getting back on the break, I can stop some of those, same size guards or maybe even people that are taller than me. I can kind of contest them, but I don't think it's very important.
Okay. Makes total sense. If you have to leave one category a little bit down, out of everything you see there, interior defense, in my mind, 100% I agree with you there. So, Good deal. Okay, 5 finishing, 18 shooting, 1 playmaking, 21 defense rebounding. We're going to move on. Body shape, Nate. What do you think here?
We're going built.
We're going built. All right, we're solid.
We want to look strong. That's self-explanatory.
All right, and your height here.
Yeah, so this was the thing that's really tricky because generally speaking, when you have like a sharp lock build, as you see when you're going up and down with you're going from 6'5" to 6'6" to 6'7", you see the speed take a big hit. Now you can get obviously that speed, by working out in the facility and getting Gatorades and stuff. But we're gonna go 6'6".
6'6", okay.
We're gonna go 6'6". For me, that's the perfect balance of you're not losing too much defensively. As you see, you lose a little bit perimeter defense, lateral quickness, and steal, and then you gain some block, offensive rebound, and interior defense. But Once you get this guy to a 99, once you get him up, you're going to be more than fast. You're going to be just fine. So I like 6'6".
6'6", sounds good to me. And where do you see yourself on the weight spectrum?
All the way down. We're going min weight. We need to be as fast as possible.
All right, getting skinny there.
Yep, we're going min weight. We don't need that extra weight. It's gonna boost our lateral quickness up 3 and our acceleration and our vert 2. So we're gonna go min weight.
Perfect. And wingspan, can I go ahead and do it?
You can do it. You can do it. You're already a step ahead. We're going max.
All right, maxing out looks like decreases your shooting a little bit. But your steal and block automatically go up. You're in the lanes. Your shooting's high enough, I'm guessing, that you're not really worried about that decrease, right?
No, I'm not worried about it at all. Especially with the badges that you're gonna get and the shooting boost, etc. You're gonna green just fine. And like you said, you're getting extra steal and extra block. And because you have max wingspan, you're gonna get in the lanes a little bit easier. When you try to get a right stick contest, those are going to come a little bit easier. So you got to go max, especially if you're playing a lot.
Sounds good to me. And takeover, we going slasher? You trying to?
We're going slasher. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're going lock. We're going lock. That's an easy one. You're guarding ball, so when you get a chance to get the takeover, you want the lock.
Hopefully no one clicked off the video right when I said we're going slasher there, but don't worry.
Yeah, I know. They're like, all right, they lost all credibility. So
exactly. We're going lockdown. Don't you guys worry. Build complete. Let's look at some of these comparisons. What do you like here, Nate?
Yeah, so I like Vic. We got Vic. That's what I like. So nothing else needs to be said. No. No, I like the comparisons, and it says, perimeter lockdown. It's going to be what it's going to be. You're going to be really effective guarding the perimeter. You're not going to be super effective guarding the paint. I don't think you should plan on that if you're making this build. And you will green consistently as long as you have a decent jump shot on, and then you do the badges that we're about to go through here. You will green consistently.
Perfect. All right, we'll go ahead, and I think is it test build?
I think it's test build.
Okay.
I do think it's test build.
Let's see. I've done this quite a few times now. I should know for sure, but we're at the blacks. There we go. All right.
There we go.
That's where we want to be. We're going to go on up to 99 here just so we can see where Nate's build actually ends up, and we'll play with all those badges there. First, Nate, we got 5 in finishing. This is the best part of the video right here.
This is what everyone wants to know right here.
Yeah.
This is the best part.
All right, let's do it. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, so right away I'm putting fancy footwork on gold immediately.
Going up to gold, okay.
Gives you the best opportunity to, get hop step animations, whether it's in transition and occasionally out of the corner. So we're going fancy footwork for sure. And then with the other 2 badges, you can do a couple of things here. You can do fast break finisher on silver, which is going to give you, it's going to boost the takeover. You can do that. I'm okay with that.
Okay, we'll show what that looks like here.
Yep. So there's 3 different badges I would choose to put on silver. Fast break finisher is number 1 if you want to go that route.
Okay.
You can do that. You can go lob city finisher if you're playing with point guards or players that like to throw oops and you feel like you need that extra ability to catch lobs. Go lob city finisher. And then what I have on right now is slithery finisher.
Okay.
So it just, again, it gives me more confidence when I'm on the break. Trying to hop step, trying to get to the rim, it helps me avoid contact. So that's what I like for finishing back.
Perfect. We'll go fancy and slithery then. Okay, moving on. 18, a lot of badges to play with. You don't usually see this many with on-ball defender. So where do you go here, Nate, with your shooting badges?
Yep. So right away, I'm going Hall of Fame catch and shoot. Some people like it on gold. I've even seen some people say silver. I like Hall of Fame. I'm in a lot of catch and shoot situations. I need the max boost that I can get.
Okay.
I'm going corner specialist silver.
Silver. All right. And why only silver there?
So I don't think that you need the max on corner specialist because most of the time when you're in the corner, it's on catch and shoot shot. Mm-hmm. So, you're going to be able to green at a high clip. And if I'm not mistaken, 2K Labs also gave a little nugget away saying that silver corner specialist is the most effective to have corner specialists on. So
that is correct. If you haven't checked out that video yet, run over to 2K Lab. They talk all about corner specialists and the levels and the improvement to your percentages. But Nate is spot on. Silver, percentage-wise, gives you the best opportunity. So I'm with you there. Where else do you want to go here, Nate?
Yeah, so I'm going to go Hall of Fame Deadeye.
All right.
And my reasoning for that is that a lot of shots that I take in the corner, doesn't matter the game mode, they're very tight windows. So I need, if a shot is 10% or 15% covered, I still need to have that confidence to green that shot. So we're going Hall of Fame Deadeye.
Perfect. Okay.
And then we're going to go we got 8 left, so we can play around with these a little bit. We're going to go Silver, Green Machine.
Silver, Green Machine.
We're going to go Silver, Green Machine.
Okay.
We're going to go Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter.
Got it.
And then we're going to go Silver, Quick Draw.
All right, let's start with Green Machine. Why have you put badge points into this? I see this badge is becoming more and more popular, and you must have seen some success using it as well. Talk to me.
Yeah, I have. It's one of the badges that when you hit 1 to 2 greens in a row, it activates Green Machine. So the green window sort of opens up. It becomes more easy to green shots as the game goes on. So I really like the badge. I would actually even have it higher if I didn't feel like Hot Zone Hunter and Deadeye and Catch and Shoot were more important. But it's a great badge to have on.
Okay. And then Hot Zone Hunter, Hall of Fame, still is one of the most important badges in the game. Why do you have it all the way up on Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think it's, if not, the most important shooting badge, one of them. You need to be able to hit where you're hot at. And for me, I have hot zones all around the perimeter. So it just increases the probability of it going in, whether it's green or white. So I love the badge. I think it's a must-have.
All right, and then Silver, Quick Draw. You only have it up to Silver. Have you found a jump shot that's quick enough for you with only Silver?
Yeah, I have. So I use Jump Shot 38. And with, Jump Shot 38 and Silver Quick Draw, it works really nice catch and shoot. So I think if you're using something besides 38, you can bump this up to gold, maybe even half. But for me, with Jump Shot 38, it works perfectly.
Good deal. All right, there we go. 18 shooting badges. Man, they go by fast. It sounds like a lot, but that was quick. But I like what you have here for the setup. Moving on, we have a lot to choose from here in playmaking. What do you want to do? You want to break some ankles? You want to get plucked? What's your plans here?
I'm going to put it on bailout, and I'm leaving it at that. Okay. Here's my reasoning for that to the people.
Yep.
Know yourself as a shooter. If you're on a sharp lock build, you're going to be taking a lot of tight window shots, like I just said. And sometimes you need to what we call jump pad. And I do that a lot.
Okay. What's the other word for that, Nate?
There's some other words for that that we could use. But I'm gonna use bailout because I pass out of a lot of shots. And I know myself as a player, and it saves me a lot. Yep. So we're going to use that.
All right. Now, all of you people, if you're in the premiere watching this and you're down in chat, or maybe you're watching this way later on, I want you to let me know what the other word is other than whatever Nate was talking about. Let me know down. Let's all spam it up for Nate in the comments. Yeah,
I can take it.
No, but realistically, it makes sense. You're always ready to shoot. Sometimes you're going to be whatever that word is. You can't help it. You need to make that quick pass out. So bailout makes a whole lot of sense. You're not going to need many of these as a sharp lock. Quick first step, maybe, if you don't want to do bailout. But you agree with that?
Yeah, I do. Quick first step, maybe downhill gives you a little bit more speed on the fast break, but I just think on this build, bailout's the
perfect. All right. Last but not least, we have the most badges to play with here. 21, Nate. Where do we start here?
Yeah, so I just to let you know, I've done so much of switching this stuff around, like, so it can get tough to just zero it in on a set badges, but
Sure.
I think I have, one of the most effective layouts.
Okay.
So we're going to go chase down on bronze. We're going to throw that on automatically. If you haven't seen my guy Wolf, he talks about why that badge is important. And just to attest to that, you need it. It activates in the half court. It allows you to get, chase down blocks in transition, makes you a little faster. So I think it's really good to have on bronze.
All right.
We're going to go clamps on Hall of Fame.
Okay.
My reasoning for that gives you good bump animations. I want the max possible, sort of bumpiness as I can when I'm bumping somebody up the court or when I'm just trying to stay in front of them in the half.
Got it. I'm with you there. I feel like every on-ball defender, you got to go Hoff clamps. No debate there. It's vital.
Yeah. Next, we're going to go interceptor on Hoff.
Okay. You're swinging?
Now, this go ahead.
I said you're swinging?
We're swinging. And this badge was a little bit of a late bloomer for me. I actually didn't start with it on, but I found out how good it is to have on. It gives you, there's sometimes, dude, where I'm literally just sitting there and I'm like, I'll get a steal and I didn't even click X just because I have on Hall of Fame interceptor. So I think it's really smart to have on. If you can afford it, throw it on. It'll do you wonders.
Okay.
And then this one's a little bit more controversial here. So, I know that there's some people that say, okay, you only need bronze or silver Intimidator. Not me. I want Hall of Fame Intimidator.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a little bit different. Now, what Intimidator does is when you contest a shot, when you get a lightly contest, if you have it on bronze or Hall of Fame, it lowers the chance of the shot going in. Also, what I'll see happen with Hall of Fame Intimidator, and you can ask anybody, when a point guard gets to the basket and they beat, the pick and roll defense and no one drops, no one helps, sometimes they'll miss a dunk. And that's actually that Intimidator badge sort of kicking in. Mm-hmm. And, you never want to sit there and like, okay, I don't want to rely on a guy missing a dunk. I'm telling you, with this build, you're not on a pure lock. Go Hall of Fame Intimidator. I think it's good.
Okay, very good. This is one of the first builds I've seen with Hall of Fame on both the eyes, as I like to call it. If you watch our badge tier series, they know I call it the eyes here. Yep. But both very important badges. I'm with you there. I like to hear your thinking. Everyone, like you said, it's a little controversial. Everybody has a different idea on both those two badges, but Hall of Fame for Nate. All right, moving on here. What do you think?
Yeah, so I'm going to go pick Dodger on Hall of Fame as well.
Okay.
Reason for this, I actually think that this is it's close with clamps for the most important badge to have on the lock. I want to be able to get through every screen possible, especially because I think it's effective in this game to play really high on a lock and try to go over a lot of screens. And if you don't know what going over means, it just means you're in front of the screen, you're closer to the half court line than you would be if you went under the screen. So You want to go over screens. I think Hall of Fame pick dodger is the way to go. You'll still get stuck. I know some people say that, hey, this badge is broke. This badge is terrible. Try to get the most out of it. I'm telling you, it's effective, especially if you know what you're doing.
Good deal. Okay, we have 4 badges left to play with. What's next here?
Yeah, so these 4 ones, these are really, really tricky. Let me just preface my comments by saying this. With this build, you're on a sharp block, and it's 6'6". You're not going to get a lot of rebound. I promise you. So wasting it on rebound chaser, worm, box maybe, but I wouldn't waste badge points on rebounding ones for this build. So it comes down to 3 badges for me: pickpocket, pogo stick, and tireless defender. I've messed around with all of these. Right now, I like pogo stick on silver.
Okay.
And I like tireless defender on silver.
Interesting. Okay. Now why those 2 out of all the ones we had left?
Yeah, so pogo stick is simply put, you get, it lowers it increases your ability to jump at shots, consecutively. Mm-hmm. And I also think 2K Labs talked about the jump from bronze to silver being the biggest jump, which is why I have mine on silver. I think if I ever get caught in the paint and The point guard gets me going up, and I need to feel like I need to jump again. Pogo stick is the most effective for that. Tireless defender. This is such a tough badge to lab, and I've tried so hard to lab it, and it's really difficult because with the Gatorade boost and your stamina being at 99, you're like, what does this badge really do? So for me, it's kind of a placebo effect thing. I feel like if I have it on, it allows me to have more energy. There's really no real concrete reason other than that, but I don't like pickpocket at all. So I'm like, I'm going to throw it on tireless defender. It's tough to get on-ball steals in this game. You're a sharp block. You only get 85 steal. Even with the steal boost, really difficult to get on-ball steals. So for that reason, kind of by default, I like to put tireless defender on silver.
All right. Very good. I think it's interesting. Wolf was a little bit different. Tell me about rim protector though, real quick. I think Wolf had rim protector, but again, he's a much taller lock than this 6'6" build. So why no rim protector? Same thing with you and Rondo and how you play the pick and roll.
Yeah, so I had rim protector on. I actually had it on bronze. I even put it as high as silver at one point. But yeah, man, I mean, that's, simply put, that's the reason. I'm not going to be in the paint a lot. We're playing a lot of switch. The meta is a lot of pop centers. You see a lot of pop centers in the park. So you're going to be switching with your center. You're not going to be down there that much anyway. So why not maximize whatever you can get by playing the top and the perimeter?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Total sense.
Yep.
I love it. We're going to confirm those. Now I'm going to hit Y here. Now you said, and this is just for display purposes, you don't use any of these jump shots, but let's remind the viewers again, which jump shot do you use on this build, and which quick draw setting do you have it on?
Yeah, so I use jump shot 38. I've used it since day one, and it works great for me. And I use silver quick draw.
All right, easy enough. We hit A. That would take us all the way in. We're not going to do that, ladies and gentlemen, but there is a place where you can watch Nate play. He's been playing on Island Gang for a while, so if you want to tune in to Slay Island stream, shout out to him, Bear to Beast 23, the other finals MVP in our league. You can definitely go check Nate out. WR playoffs coming up, is that right?
That is right. We're planning to play tonight, so we're locked.
All right, so we're filming this on
we're filming a couple days.
Yeah, we're filming this on the 4th of November. Not sure exactly when this is going to come out, but he's going to be in WR playoffs. Make sure you tune in to check out this build, his 6'6" lock. So Nate, any final thoughts?
Hopefully I don't get dropped off.
What'd you say?
I said, hopefully I don't get dropped off. We'll see.
You won't. Don't worry about it. You're going to carry. You're going to carry Bear and the boys to a championship here.
Let's get it. Come on.
Any final thoughts on this build? Anything else the viewers need to know?
Whew. Yeah, I mean, I'm in love with this build. I think the only other important thing to note here is that when you get this build to a 99.9, and you also do all your workouts in the facility, you can get your speed up to a 94, maybe even a 95, I believe. So a lot of people, their doubts with this build is, I'm not going to be fast enough. Don't worry about that. Once you get this build up, you're going to be more than fast. You're going to be able to keep up with any PG builds, and you're going to be able to shoot the heck out of the ball. And I'm telling you, it's point guard's heaven. If they can have their lock shoot at a really high clip, it's a really good build. So I love it.
Good deal. Well, Nate, thanks so much for sharing. On behalf of the viewers, I know they're probably saying thank you in the comments right now. They've been asking for it, so appreciate you hanging out this afternoon.
Not a problem at all, Cody. It was fun.
Good deal.
I enjoyed doing this.
All right, guys, you just heard from one of our lockdown defenders on our NBA 2K League team. He was the finals MVP in Season 1 and a champion with Knicks Gaming. So we're hoping he brings some of that mojo to Season 3 for Pacers Gaming. Thanks again, as always, for you guys tuning in to this video. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you agree, disagree with Nate, we'd love to see it. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. We hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for having me in Indy for the
Thanks.
2 short days.
Appreciate it, but on to other ventures.
We'll be seeing you.
Yep, gave a little content, now I'm out.